Happy Sunday morning, back for another round of previews. We are looking at all 32 teams in the run up to the beginning of the 2024 NFL season, which kicks off on Thursday, September 5th. Today, I move to the AFC South looking at the Houston Texans. You know, the Texans went from worst to first in stunning fashion in 2023 after being at the bottom of the league and earning the number 2 overall pick in after 2022. The Texans used the offseason to retool. Rookie quarterback CJ Stroud led the way. The Texans won 10 games for new head coach D'Amico Ryans and earned a playoff spot. Texans won a wild card game, but fell short against the Ravens in the divisional round. After adding more weapons this offseason, they are ready to soar again. They saw some players head out after that magical 2023. Running back Devin Singletary went to the Giants. Right tackle George Fant headed for the Seattle Seahawks. But they were buyers again this offseason. On defense, the team added Daniil Hunter and Mario Edwards to the defensive front. They added cornerback Jeff Okudah in the defensive backfield. In their own backfield, they made a big move to secure former Bengals running back Joe Mixon. He ran for 6,412 yards and 49 touchdowns in 7 seasons in Cincinnati and brings a big presence to the backfield. In the passing game, they re-signed their own tight end, Dalton Schultz, but they also went out and added a new wide receiver, trading for Stephon Diggs. Diggs played for the Vikings and the Bills and has been a strong performer throughout his career. He has 810 receptions for 9,995 yards and 67 touchdowns. He forms a formidable trio with Nico Collins and Tank Dell. In the draft, the Texans focused on building up some other needs, grabbed Karimi Lassiter, a corner, in the second round. They grabbed Kalen Bullock in the third round, and with a second pick in the second round, uh, the Texans grabbed tackle Blake Fisher to help boost the line. They also grabbed another tight end in Cade Stover. So they are becoming a deep team in all the right positions. So let's talk about fantasy. And this is a team you're going to want a piece of in fantasy. That starts with quarterback CJ Stroud. He was the offensive rookie of the year, finished as QB 11. I like him to remain a QB 1. Maybe even moving into the top 5 in the backfield. I think Mixon is the guy. He was RB6 for the Bengals last year. He's a weapon on the ground and in the air. I like him to be productive, but maybe more in the RB 10 to 15 range. I think low end RB1, high end RB2. Among the receivers, they have Dell, who was really strong as a rookie. He only finished as wide receiver 39, but that was because he missed the final 5 games with a broken leg. Diggs was wide receiver 9 in Buffalo. Nico Collins was wide receiver 12. How high can they go? I don't think this is a team that's going to have 2 receivers in the top 12. I still like Collins the best. I think he will be a high-end wide receiver too. I think both Diggs and Dell will be around the wide receiver 3 range. I like Dell a smidge better. I also like Schultz in the tight end 10 to 15 range. I think all of them will be productive and worth rostering. So that brings us to prediction time. The Texans were a surprise team in 2023, going from the bottom of the league to down near the top. I don't think they're going to sneak up on anyone this year. Sometimes young teams regress, and there is a team in the AFC South I think could have a slight regression, but it is not the Texans. I like them to be strong with Stroud and Ryans in their sophomore seasons with the Texans. I think they'll be a strong competitor. I like them to, again, win the AFC South and make a decent playoff run.